Imagine standing on a world where the ground is not made of soil or rock. Imagine a place where the rules you know no longer apply. For centuries, people believed that planets were simple, rocky worlds, gas giants, nothing more. But space turned out to be far stranger. Today we know about planets where a year lasts only a few hours, worlds so hot that rock begins to melt, and objects made almost entirely of metal. In this film, we will explore three very different worlds. A planet that was once believed to rain diamonds, a world so rich in carbon that its atmosphere is slowly escaping into space, and an asteroid made mostly of metal, possibly the exposed core of a destroyed planet. These worlds are not important because of money or treasure. They are important because they challenge everything we think we know about planets. This is a story about three extreme objects and what they reveal about the hidden diversity of our universe. The diamond planet 55 Cancri. Imagine a planet where it does not rain water. Imagine a planet where it rains diamonds. This idea sounds like science fiction, but it is based on a real planet called 55 Cancri. 55 Cancri is a planet outside our solar system. It is located about 40 light years away from Earth. We cannot visit it, and we cannot see it directly. Everything we know about it comes from observations and calculations. This planet is known as a super-Earth. That means it is rocky like Earth, but much larger and more massive. It orbits its star extremely closely. So closely that 1 year on this planet lasts only about 18 hours. Because of this distance, the planet is incredibly hot. Surface temperatures may reach around 2,000 degrees Celsius. At such temperatures, rock does not behave like solid stone. It can partially melt and flow. So where do the diamonds come from? Scientists once suggested that 55 Cancri might contain a very large amount of carbon. Under extreme pressure, carbon can transform into diamond. On Earth, diamonds form deep underground in a similar way, but on a much smaller scale. This led to the idea that the interior of 55 Cancri could contain massive layers of diamond. That idea quickly spread through the media, and the planet became known as the Diamond Planet. But there is an important question: is this really true? The truth is that this was a hypothesis, not a confirmed fact. Scientists do not see the planet directly. They study how its star's light changes and use models to estimate the planet's composition. Later studies suggested that the planet may contain more oxygen and less carbon than originally thought. That means the amount of diamond could be much smaller, or possibly none at all. This does not make the planet less interesting. In fact, it makes it more important. 55 Cancri is a perfect example of how science works. New data can change old ideas. What sounds like a cosmic fairy tale can turn into a lesson about how little we still know about distant worlds. So the question remains, if one planet made scientists imagine diamond rain, what other strange worlds are still waiting to be discovered? The carbon-rich planet WASP-12b. Now imagine a planet so close to its star that it never gets a break from the heat. A planet where the sky itself is burning. This planet is called WASP-12b. WASP-12b is an exoplanet located far beyond our solar system. It orbits its star at an incredibly short distance. So short that 1 full year on this planet lasts just a little over 1 Earth day. The planet does not have time to cool down. It is constantly exposed to intense radiation. Because of this, WASP-12b is one of the hottest planets ever discovered. Temperatures there rise above 2,500 degrees Celsius. At this level of heat, matter behaves in extreme ways. Gases expand violently, and even heavy elements cannot remain stable. WASP-12b is a gas giant, larger than Jupiter. There is no solid surface anywhere on the planet. No rocks, no land, no oceans. Only layers of superheated gas swirling under enormous pressure. The heat is so intense that the planet's atmosphere does not stay in place. It stretches far into space and is slowly pulled away by the nearby star. Scientists have observed this process directly. The planet is literally losing parts of itself. This leads to a strange thought. What does a planet look like when it is slowly disappearing? But the most unusual thing about WASP-12b is not just the heat, it is what the planet is made of. By analyzing the light passing through the planet's atmosphere, scientists discovered unusually high amounts of carbon-based gases. carbon monoxide, methane, and surprisingly low levels of oxygen. This is very different from the planets in our own solar system. Here, oxygen is common and carbon plays a smaller role. On WASP-12b, carbon dominates the chemistry of the entire atmosphere. At one point, this led to bold ideas. Some scientists suggested that planets forming in such environments could have interiors very different from anything we know. Worlds shaped by carbon instead of oxygen. In the case of WASP-12b, however, the carbon exists mainly in gaseous form. There are no solid carbon landscapes, no diamonds, no surfaces to explore or mine. And yet this planet is extremely important. WASP-12b proves that planets can form under chemical conditions completely unlike those that created Earth. It shows that our solar system is not a universal model. Other systems follow different rules. This leaves us with a simple question. If a planet like this can exist, what other worlds are still waiting to be found? WASP-12b is not valuable because of resources. It is valuable because it changes how scientists think about planets themselves. The metallic asteroid 16 Psyche. Now let us move to a place that looks completely different from planets. This is not a planet. It is an asteroid called 16 Psyche. It is located in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It has been orbiting the Sun for billions of years, and for a long time it was just one of many objects in that region. Only recently did scientists realize that it might be something special. 16 Psyche is most likely made mostly of metal. Not rock, not ice, metal. That immediately raises a question. How could something like this even form? One theory says that 16 Psyche is a remnant of the core of an ancient planet. That planet began forming early in the history of the solar system. It had a metallic core and a rocky outer layer. Later, massive collisions stripped away the outer layers. What remained was only the inside. If this theory is correct, then 16 Psyche is like an exposed planetary core. The asteroid is about 200 kilometers in diameter. It is not small, but it is also not perfectly round. It has an irregular shape, full of dense and uneven surfaces. Its surface is likely very hard and metallic. What is it made of exactly? Mostly iron and nickel, similar to Earth's core. There may also be small amounts of gold, platinum, and other rare metals. This is why it is often described as a cosmic treasure. But does that mean someone could go there and mine gold? No, at least not with current technology. 16 Psyche is very far away, and the conditions on its surface are extreme. There is no atmosphere, no air, no protection from cosmic radiation. It is a completely hostile environment for humans. So why is it so important? Because it gives scientists something they have never seen directly before. On Earth, the core of the planet is hidden deep beneath the surface. It cannot be observed or studied directly. 16 Psyche may be the only chance to closely study what the inside of a planet looks like. That is why NASA sent a special space probe to this asteroid. The goal is not to mine metals, but to understand how planets form and what they are really made of. Before we end, there is one last thing to say. We began this journey with worlds that sounded impossible. A planet once imagined to rain diamonds. A world shaped by extreme carbon chemistry, and a metallic asteroid that may be the exposed core of a lost planet. None of these places are reachable. None of them can be mined or claimed. And yet they matter. They matter because they show us how creative the universe can be. How many different ways there are to build a world. These planets and asteroids remind us that Earth is only one example. Not a rule, not a limit. As technology improves, we will discover even more strange and extreme objects. Some will challenge our theories. Others will force us to rethink what a planet can be. So the next time you hear about diamonds, gold, or cosmic treasure, remember this.